tonight.
First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. First and 10. Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Open. And right away, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Walker now on first and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll try the air now with Smith. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Walker. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From the 10, and out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start first and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for first and 10. Off play action. Nix. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
Walker with another carry.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, Smith.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Six yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front. And it turned, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Kenneth Walker. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Williams.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable for Lockett.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
But he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd down and 8. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys... Get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you got to take care of the rock.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Back to Walker on first down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know
that he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix.
Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Nix.
Out route complete to Dulcich.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
168 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
To throw is Smith.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. On 4th down, Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up. Through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix.
Same connection. Dulcich once again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Williams loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Nix.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Nix.
Open man Hamler. That's complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will remain well behind.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
180 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Watch out. 18 Cardinal.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
19 Tiger.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Trying the left side with Walker. He'll take this to the 46.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Smith. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Straight ahead, Walker.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down again.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, Nix. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Nix. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Nix. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
56 right there, 56.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. 2nd and 8. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Running left is Walker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for two. Geno's going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing now, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix
been looking his way all game. Dulcich, another catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,